Greetings everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use the Mickey and Friends parking structure over at Disneyland. Let's roll that intro. When you're approaching on I-5 going north, we take Harbor Boulevard. That is what we are doing today. At least that's what the GPS is telling me, and I trust it. It's a little tricky because once you take that right onto Harbor, you have to go all the way over onto the left turn lane to get onto Ball Road. And then we'll be taking a left on that as we head closer and closer to the parking structure. Continue on down Ball Road past Cast Place, where I think the cast members are going. And then we're gonna be taking a left over here. It says theme parks only, and then the Downtown Disney Theme Parks Convention Center, all that stuff to the left. To the left, yes. And then we'll just go right on up over here. We're going to the theme park today, yes. A little bit of a cloudy day here today. Best day to go to a theme park, cloudy day, yes. And a little pro tip from me, try to get your reservations up on your phone or your ticket up, so that way right when you get in here, you can kind of get through it a little bit faster. You don't have to spend all that time on your phone or whatnot. If you have someone with you, that is. You gotta have somebody with you who can bring that up on your phone. But yeah, as you can see, there are many, many lanes of traffic. It looks like gridlock in here, but don't worry, it shouldn't take too long before you get going to your spot. Also, I'd like to mention that I have been here at Rope Drop in the past, I believe. It's been a long time ago for this parking structure, but here it's like 11:30, middle of the week. So this can be rather intimidating. That's why I typically recommend people to go park over the Toy Story parking lot. But this is the main kind of one that everybody else knows about. I just want to keep being very honest with you guys so you know exactly what you might be getting yourselves into. Because it's a little bit of a wait. I won't lie to you. I've been waiting here for probably about 10, 15 minutes now. So just keep that in mind. At the time of this recording, you do need a reservation to park here if you want to go into the parks. And also automobiles, motorcycles, $30. Preferred parking, $50. Now, you can also come here if you want to just go to Downtown Disney. I'm going to inquire a little bit more and see what the pricing structure is for that, because I don't believe you need a reservation to come to Downtown Disney. In fact, I know that's not the truth. So you can come here. I believe it's a different pricing structure, and also you have to validate your ticket, and you get a certain amount of time. It's like 4 hours for $10 or something like that. But again, I'm gonna try to inquire, and I'll figure out more. As you can see, 8 to 12 and 8 to 10 for Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, respectively, today. Also, another thing to keep in mind, we're gonna go up to this booth over here. I have it on the driver's side, but sometimes it'll be, if you're on the other side of the lane, it'll be on the passenger side. So basically, you just need to kind of show them your phone or your ticket so they can scan that, make sure the reservation is good to go. I like to be on the driver's side because it's closer for me, but just keep that in mind when you're coming in here, which side the booth might be on. We've moved past the booth. If you do have one of the keys and the reservation, you can get into Downtown Disney, no problem. But again, I have to figure out a little bit more about that pricing if you don't have one of those. But now we get to go up the ramp on the side. It's all a bunch of ramps now. Yeah, one really interesting thing about when you're leaving here is that there are these ramps on the side that bring you right down, and you can hop right onto I-5 if you are going that way, if you're not staying on property, if you're just visiting for the day or days or whatnot. Successfully parked now over here on like one of the closest levels to the ground, which is kind of crazy for me. I don't normally do that, but it shouldn't matter. I'm gonna show you how the escalators work and everything. One thing I find that's very fascinating though is check these out. Right here, see that little green light? That's gonna let you know later on down the line if some of these spots are filled, because they fill them kind of too deep. And I'll show you what they look like when they are filled, because the color is different, as you'd imagine. This is my best example right now. It's not super nuts because it's not like a parking spot. It's actually like the concrete pillars, but it will be red. So if they aren't directing you to spots, then you can kind of tell, looking on down the line, it's still all green here because that means they can fill up more spaces. Also, my pro tip too, if you don't know which way is to the parks, besides the big signs, just follow the people. All the people are heading to the same way. So just follow the people. Still heading on down over to the escalators. However, if you have a wheelchair or a stroller or something else like that, they do have elevators to assist you as well. So don't worry about it. They've got you covered. Oh, I'm on Mickey parking level 3. So I'm on 3. It looked like I was like 1, but then you head right out over here. It's a little bit windy, I know. Then you hop onto this escalator. And it's very easy going. very chill, very nice. These parking structures are massive. Yes, very, very big. And you might be asking yourself, hey Jimmy, what if I don't remember where I parked my car? Yeah, you can take a picture of the spot, put it on your phone. That's probably the easiest way. However, there is a car locator on their app, and I will show you how to use it. Once you are in your Disneyland app, all you have to do is scroll on down and go to car locator. And then you can save your vehicle location when you're right next to it. So boom, hit it, there you go. And then you type some stuff in here. It's like, oh yeah, so we said we were Mickey, level 3. And then you can go, we were like, I think it was like 9F, I think. And then, boom. And there we go. Done and done, easy peasy. And then you can update it in case you have to change it, or if you're like, oh, actually we weren't on Mickey, we were on Goofy. Yeah, so there you go. Very, very simple. Now we've descended from the escalators, and they've got escalators all the way up top too. One nice thing is they do have restrooms right over there, but also if you're like, Jimmy, I'm not parking at Mickey and Friends, I'm parking at Pixar Pals, guess what? Same deal, it's just right over there. Right over there. It's really nice and convenient. We're gonna head over here. I'm gonna show you how to hop onto the tram, but at the end of the day, I'll try to show this too, this is where you actually hop off. So you see these will be people who are exiting right here. So you don't load here, you go over here, because you gotta go through security first. As you can see, it's in this massive structure over here, so there's security all over. What I typically do, try to go hard left. Usually seems a little more chill, but it can vary depending on different times of the day. So just keep that in mind. Just moved past security and now we're heading on to the trams over here. Now at the time of this recording, they're still doing a hand search, but if you go to Universal Studios Hollywood, they're putting it through an actual metal detector. After the hand search here, they kind of go through, if you have a bag or something like that, then you'll just walk through a metal detector, putting all of your stuff off to the side. Then you can head on over here and hop on the tram, baby. Oh yeah, this is kind of a Disneyland staple. It's like kind of your first ride of the day. That's what I like to think of it as. One of the tricky things about these doors, you have to kind of pull down and pull out at the same time, as it were. So just know that. And also fold up your strollers before you get up there. It'll just make it easier for you and everyone else. It's just what they tell you. They're kind of repeating it again and again. And you can get strollers into any of these spots. I think it's easier if you have one of those kind of double door spots, but you can definitely get them in the very back here with you if you want. And now we are off on the tram tour. Well, I mean, in a sort of way it kind of is, honestly. I was thinking I'm getting Universal Studios flashbacks. Oh no, it's windy. But yes, we're celebrating the 100th celebration here of just not Disneyland, but of the Disney Company at the time of this recording. So yeah, just a nice, chill little first ride of the day. It's really easy going. They dropped us off over kind of near the monorail beam, but you can see the Grand Californian right over there. And then they'll pick you up on the other side. I'm gonna show that later on here, but you can just see this right here. Oh, and Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Forbidden Eye. I believe that's right over there too. Oh, so cool. It's so close. I get excited every time I come here. It feels weird to come through on this side, to be honest with you guys, because I always go in Toy Story parking lot. However, I know a lot of people out there maybe would never park there or just wanted to see a different parking lot video. So I hope you guys find this helpful. Please let me know. Okay, I found out some information. You can park down here at Downtown Disney, so you can enjoy additional 3 hours of same-day parking with a $20 minimum purchase and validation from any Downtown Disney location, or up to 5 additional hours of same-day parking with validation from any Downtown Disney table service restaurant. Beyond these validations, each additional hour is $14, charged in 30-minute increments with a $7 minimum. So the maximum daily parking and lot fee is $66, again, at the time of this recording. So yeah, so it gets a little tricky on there, but there are places to come down here besides just Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. If you want to come to Downtown Disney, you can do it without a reservation. You're just gonna have to pay for it. I hope that makes sense. I'm not really sure, but at least the Epcot music is playing. So that's what it's like getting into the park, but what's it like getting out of the park, especially later at night? I'm gonna show you that in just a second here, no problem. Plus, you guys wouldn't want to see inside the park anyway. I mean, come on, you're here for the parking stuff, right? If you want to see, I've got a ton of videos inside the park, both parks, but mostly Disneyland. There should be a playlist popping up somewhere right now. So go check that out, please. I would love to hear what you think about all those videos too. But also, let's just get right to it, okay? Here we go, jumping forward. Many hours later, now it is nighttime. Let me show you how you're gonna use the tram to get back to your car. If you look at all the people going from Disneyland over there, or California Adventure, you head on down into Downtown Disney, kind of, sort of. Head over here, you just see all of them walking this way, and you're like, oh, This is the way to the tram. They actually have little signs around too. It says tram loading. So you just follow this up, and then you can queue up for the tram. The last ride of the day, as it were, besides the drive. As you can see, there are multiple areas to queue up down here, but we're gonna go all the way down, see if we can't have some better luck further down, as it were. And because we're willing to walk a little bit further, we don't have to wait. We're gonna hop on one of these. It's gonna be great. Just hop right on. Oh goodness. All right, we're gonna find one. It's gonna be good. Just got on in the nick of time, and again, over there, World of Disney, Starbucks, so we're just across the way from them. And we are ready to go. Just so calming here. Just going on down back to the Mickey and Friends and Pixar Pals parking structures. Not bad at all. It's kind of breezy too. It's really good. And as he's saying above there, you can leave at any time, make a return, as long as you show that ticket that you have before. So no problem if you have to take off for a bit and then come back. They also have these signs that say, have a safe and happy journey.
Please remain seated with the doors closed until the tram comes.
Yeah, isn't that sweet? I like it. I like the little messages like that. It's just so quaint. And there it is. That's where we're going. Remember we were talking about that car locator app earlier in the video? Well, this would be a good time to bring it back out, or that picture that you took that might remind you where your car is. But if you're like, Jimmy, which escalator do I take to get back up to the level I need to? Don't worry, they have them right over here. We've got 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they have them labeled here, so you don't have to worry about it. If you're like, oh, I don't know where it's gonna go to, not a problem. Not a problem. Well, everyone, there you go. There is my Mickey and Friends and Pixar Pals parking video. If you have any further questions, please let me know down in the comments. And also, I'm gonna try to link the actual official parking link down below, like the website, so you guys can go check it out, because stuff like this gets updated all the time with hours and pricing and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Seems like people like these types of videos. If you do, please let me know. And also, a like on the video, a comment to let me know that. That'd mean a heck of a lot. Thanks to everybody who's been doing that already, and a huge, huge thank you to the patrons. Thank you so much, patrons. I appreciate you so darn much. Until next time, just remember to adapt and overcome. Bye-bye. Your patience has been rewarded with a bonus bit. Look at this. I'm high above Main Street. I've never been on one of these buses in recent memory. Maybe when I was a kid, but never in Disneyland. It's such a cool view. And this is at the end of the night. Take me to the exit. Really cool. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. I appreciate it. Good night.